once a man who loved to walk along the shore, especially when the tide was low. And have you ever noticed how the waves seem to mirror your own breath, rising and falling effortlessly, in and out, as though the ocean itself were alive, inviting you to take this moment to simply drift? And as he walked, he began to notice the way his footprints would fill with water, only to be smoothed away by the gentle pull of the tide. Isn't it amazing how nature seems to know just how to cleanse and renew itself without trying too hard? And it reminds me of how easy it is to just let go. The man would sometimes pause to watch the sun dipping lower, casting golden hues over the waves. He might pick up a small, smooth pebble and roll it between his fingers, feeling its weight, its texture. And maybe you too can imagine holding such a pebble now, noticing its cool surface becoming warmer with your touch. And isn't it curious how the simplest things can absorb so much warmth? He'd toss the pebble into the water, hearing that soft plunk as it disappeared beneath the ripples. And each ripple would move outwards, spreading wider and wider, as though even the smallest act could create change far beyond what we can see. And change begins so naturally, doesn't it? One day, this man met a fisherman who was mending his net by the shore. The fisherman looked up with a smile and said, "You know, every year I find the sea gives me exactly what I need, even if it's not always what I expect." The man tilted his head, curious. "What do you mean?" The fisherman chuckled, holding up his net. "Sometimes I cast my line thinking I'll catch one thing, but the sea decides differently. What matters is knowing how to weave the net strong again, so it's ready for whatever comes next." And maybe you've noticed too how life has its own rhythm, its own way of mending and weaving. Like that net, you find strength in the gentle connections you rebuild within yourself, even when the tides feel uncertain. Isn't it true that just like the fisherman, you already have what you need to begin again? The man stood quietly, watching the fisherman's skilled hands. He realized how with each stitch, the net was becoming whole again. Slowly, it dawned on him that starting anew doesn't mean forgetting the past. It means using what you've learned to make the net stronger. And so, as you take in a deep breath now, feeling the air fill your lungs, you might notice how light your shoulders feel, as though they've let go of something they no longer need. And it's good to come back, isn't it? Back to the present moment, refreshed, lighter, and ready for what comes next. And as you move forward, you'll find that each day brings new opportunities to weave stronger connections within yourself. Each step you take, no matter how small, will ripple outwards, creating positive change in ways you may not even notice just yet. You'll find yourself starting this year with clarity and ease. Thank you for joining me and my friend with the fisherman today, and until next time, goodbye and good mental health.